Hello guys, welcome to this amazing tutorial of Zodiac photography. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to retouch a professional looking portrait. I'm going to be using frequency separation, dodge and burn all in one video, so make sure you stay to the end. So the first thing I'm going to do, as you can see, this is a very beautiful portrait, so I downloaded it online. So first thing you have to do is duplicate your original image. So now we'll be working on the second layer. So what you have to do is case of correction, so you can just remove this layer here and continue whatever you are doing. So it's advisable for every retoucher out there. Once you are retouching, make sure any new action you are taking, create them on a new layer in case of correction. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the blemishes. I'm going to be using my spot healing brush to be removing my blemishes. Okay, so I'm just going to just click. There are various tools you can use to remove these blemishes, but I prefer using this spot healing brush. Okay, so I'm just going to remove the main ones. Then these ones that are not really much, that are not that big, frequency separation can remove that one, and most of them will serve as a skin texture also. So we're just going to remove the big ones. Yeah, these ones. So I'm just going to fast forward it in the end of this blemishes process. Okay, so see you guys. Okay, so guys, we are done removing the blemishes, as you can see. So we removed all the blemishes. So what I'm going to be doing right now is I'm still going to check my levels. Control L or Command L on your mouse. So as you can see, the contrast is a little bit down, so I'll just add to the contrast. Now add to the highlights from here. Yeah, I think it's too much. So you can see the before and after. Okay, so before, after. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to duplicate the layer again. And name this one lower frequency. Yeah, frequency. And I'll duplicate and I'll rename this one higher frequency. Okay, then I'll just Ctrl G, just group these two together, and I'll disable the higher frequency layer, then work on the lower frequency layer. Then I'm going to come to my blur and I use my Gaussian blur. In this Gaussian blur, this radius here is what determines the sharpness and the smoothness of your image. Okay, so this image here is really sharp, so I'm going to be using a high radius of 9.5. Okay, yeah, let me say 9.4 for this image because it's really sharp. But it was an image that is not that sharp, I will use a very low radius like 3.5, 4.5. But hence this image is sharp. All I need is texture and smoothness, so I'll be using this high radius of 9.4. Okay, so after that I will enable my higher frequency layer, then come to image, then you go to apply image. This layer here, you switch this one to the lower frequency layer, then this blending option, take it to subtract. You leave your scale at 2, offset at 128, leave every other thing the way it is, don't touch it. Okay, then from there you come to here and you change your blending mode to linear light. You can also use vivid light as well, but me, I prefer using linear light. It gives me what I want. So I'm going to switch to my mixer brush. Yeah, okay, so if you want to learn my mixer brush settings, everybody know what works for them, so I don't know what works for you. So if you feel you want to learn my mixer brush settings, just put it on the comment section. I'll put a video, or hit me up on Instagram. I'll upload a video down to teach you how I did it, or my settings are. So I'm just going to start mixing. You have to really be careful while mixing, because you don't want to mix the shadow and the highlight together to ruin your image, so you really have to be careful. If it's your first time of using mixer brush, you don't have to be fast like me. Okay, just be careful, take your time, know where your highlight is, and then know where your shadow is. You just mix it carefully. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to fast forward it to the end of this video. Okay, so just mix carefully. So guys, we are done with the mixing. Here's our before, here's our after, here's our before, here's our after. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be doing now is the dodge and burn. Okay, so I'm just going to click on the coarse layer, and I'll just dial this down a little bit. Yeah, so you can see before, after. Then all you do is you Control I or Command I to invert. Then you name this. This is the burn. You take another curve and just take this up a little bit. I name this dodge. Just group this again. Dodge and bond. Okay, so just so you remember dodge and bond. So firstly, what you have to do is open your black and white layer. I call this the preview layer, so you'll be able to notice where your blacks are and where your whites are. So this white here represents your highlights and the dark side represents your shadow, so you'll be able to separate the two of them. Okay, so I'm going to be working on the bond. Take your brush through, then take your opacity down to 30. You can go lower if you know you can't control it. Okay, so since we are working with the bond first, so I'm just gonna okay, paint on this dark area to enhance the shadow. Yeah, this whole dark area to enhance the shadow. Yeah, okay. Yeah, keep working on here. To enhance the shadow, then I'm gonna, then this light area, still gonna brush this light area to enhance the highlights here. Okay, to enhance the highlights. So you can see, so this is the area that has the highlight in the image. We've worked on it. Okay, so I need this shadow here to pronounce more, so I'm just gonna work on this shadow here to create this jawbone effect for her. Okay, so I think that's all. Just disable your black and white layer and let's see what this has done. These are before and these are after. Before, after. So you see the effect of the dodge and burn now. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is the color grading. As you can see, we have the skin texture and everything checked already. So what we're going to be working on now is the color grading. Just going to create a cross stamp layer, which is Control Shift and Alternative E. So here she's a melanin skin, so we really don't have to work much on our skin. So I'm just going to go to selective color, take down the red a little bit to 15, the yellow to +1, and come to the yellow, take it to +15 as well, take this to +5. Okay, leave that for now. Then come to color balance, and the mid tone, add my shadows to +2, yellows to +2, then my shadows, take the shadows to -12, take this to -15. Okay, +1. +1 is okay for this. Okay. And photo filter to add this warm feel to it. So we're gonna 5 and take it down to 50. So we'll be doing the eye whitening with that black and white layer that you've added. You just Control I to invert it. Then the same thing with your brush. With your brush to just increase the opacity. Then come straight to the eyes. Just paint through. Okay, so this is it. Just paint all through interview. And then come to the tits area. So just be careful while painting it. Okay, and there you go. We have our tits here. Come here and then busy. So here we go. We successfully retouched this image from this to this, from this to this. So if you want to go further, we can just create another clampstone layer and then work on the background. Okay, so I'm just going to select inverse. set that to 2. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is drop the brightness a little bit. Let's go. Okay, so guys, as you can see, we successfully retouch this image from this to this. Okay, so please make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and do what to comment whatever you want me to work on, or whatever you observe, or whatever you don't understand in this video. I'll do a video next. Thank you very much.